Hello students, this is a video on the topic tests on quant available on Bodhee Prep. The idea of the test is that once you've done the basic concepts of a topic, you want to check whether you're able to do the questions in a testing environment, in an exam environment or not. So that is when you take these tests. Multiple tests are available on each topic. Once you have attempted the test completely and honestly, that is when you refer to this video. So this video will give you the solutions and a brief analysis of what you could have done if you were attempting the test in the exam mode, right? There are 200 or more than 200 such topic tests available on the Bodhee Prep Android app. The link for the app is in the description below. So make sure you download the app and get cracking on these tests. This video is on linear equations, test number 3 on the app. Overall, I think, again, easy to moderate level of difficulty for the test. 7 questions net correct would be a 95 plus percentile attempt, and the ideal time for this test would be somewhere around the 20-minute mark. If we look at the questions, each of the 4 parties ABCD contested in all the seats. Each seat was won by exactly one of the 4 parties. Party A lost 19 seats, Party B 12, Party C 10, and Party D lost 16 seats. What is the total number of seats being contested? Now, if we add 19, 12, 10, and 16, this is 40, 50, 40, 49, 57. These are the seats lost by A, B, C, D together. Right? Now, each seat will be lost by 3 parties and won by 1 party. 3 parties will lose on every seat, 1 party will win on every seat. So we can say that every seat that is lost is being counted thrice. One of the 3 would have lost on these 157 seats. And therefore, the total number of seats will simply be 57 by 3, which is 19. Every seat that is lost, for example, there is a seat which is for city X, and say party C won the seat, that X will be counted here, here, and here. Every seat will be counted thrice. The total is 57. The number of seats has to be 19. Option C becomes my answer. Again, tricky question. Therefore, I'm saying moderate. Attempt time should not be more than 90 seconds. You can check as well. If there are 19 seats, that means A 10 lost 19, B 17 lost 19, C 10 lost 19 lost 10, lost 12 not 19, and D 3 lost 16. As you can see, 7 plus 3, 9 plus 10, 19 becomes the seats which are won. 57 becomes lost because each seat is lost by 3 parties. A test is 100 questions. Candidates score 2 marks for each correct answer, lose 1 for each wrong answer, and lose half a mark for unattempted questions. Suppose the number of correct answers is C, the number of wrong answers is W, and the number of unattempted questions or answers is U. A student scores a total of 160 marks. On analyzing his performance, he concludes that he could not have gotten more than 8 questions wrong. So W has to be less than equal to 8, not more than 8. How many questions did he leave unattempted if he got at least 1 answer wrong? So W has to be at least 1, greater than equal to 1, and less than equal to 8. Now, the number of questions will be either they will be correct or wrong or unattempted. This will be the total number of questions, 100. And for every correct answer, you get plus 2. So score becomes 2C. For wrong, you lose -1. So we subtract minus W. Unattempted, we lose half a mark. So U into minus half, which is -1 by 2. This will be the total score for the student, which is 160. Multiplied by 2, the second equation gets 4C minus 2W minus 2W minus U is equal to 320. This is equation 1, this is equation 2. Add 5C plus W minus W minus W minus 2W. U minus U 0 is 420. Now W, if W is 0, C will be 84, but W has to be 1. So the next solution will be add 5 here and add 1 here. Cross coefficients, 85 and 5. This is a possibility. The next solution will be 10 and 86. But we know that W has to lie between 1 and 8, both included. He could not have gotten more than 8 questions wrong, and at least 1 question was wrong. So for every solution beyond this, W will be more than 8. Here W is 0, so the only possible solution is 85 and 5. Therefore, the student got 85 questions correct, 5 questions wrong. There were a total 100 questions, 85 plus 5 is 90, and therefore 10 questions were unattempted. How many questions did he leave unattempted? 10 becomes the answer, option C. Again, multiple solutions are there from which we have to find the correct solution. So, moderate level of difficulty, 2 to 2.5 minutes to solve. Anand is the owner of a transport company. He has a total of 30 trucks available for rent every week from Monday morning to Saturday evening. During a certain week, 50% of the trucks he had rented out during the week were returned on or before Saturday. Find the maximum number of trucks that could have been rented out during that week if at least 18 trucks were with him on Saturday evening of that week. Since 18 trucks were with him, at least, that means 12 trucks were outside, 12 were on rent, and 50% of the rented trucks had been returned. So this will be 50% of the total rented trucks. So the total rented trucks will be 24. And that is my answer. Assume that no truck was rented out more than once a week. We have to find out the maximum number of trucks that could have been rented out. 24 trucks were rented out, 50%, that is 12 were returned, 6 were already there, and therefore 18 were with him. And that becomes my answer. Easy question. The only thing is we have to deal with 12 is something that we have to understand, not more than a minute and a half to solve. If we are making equations, what do we do with this question then? We'll say, suppose, sorry. What we'll do here is we'll say, suppose the number of trucks rented were 2x initially. That means number of trucks left would be 30 minus 2x. Out of these returned trucks are 50%, that is half of 2x, which is x are returned. And therefore, number of trucks now available will be initially the ones that were not rented plus the one returned, that is 30 minus x. 30 minus x, it says, if at least 18 trucks are there, therefore 30 minus x is greater than equal to 18, and from here we'll get x is less than equal to 30 minus 18, or x is less than equal to 12. So the maximum value that x can take is 12, in which case the number of rented trucks would be 24. Even if I'm doing the entire thing, should not take more than a minute and a half or maximum 2 minutes. 17 apples, let the cost of one apple be A, one banana be B, one orange be O. 17 apples plus 13 bananas plus 9 oranges cost 130 rupees, whereas 13 oranges, oh, 13 oranges. So 13 oranges plus 7 apples plus 10 bananas cost 100 rupees. We have to find the cost of one apple, one banana, one orange. We have to make the coefficient of all three same. Here the difference is 8. Here the reverse difference is 6. 8 3s are 24. 6 4s are 24. Here the difference is 4. 4 3s are 12. Here the difference is 3. So if we multiply the first equation by 4, basically, here the coefficient of A is 8 more. Here the coefficient of O is 6 more. If we multiply first by 3, 24, and the second by 4, 24, the coefficients will become same on subtracting. So we are multiplying the first equation by 3, which gives me 51A plus 39B plus 27O is equal to 390. And we are multiplying the second equation by 4, which gives me 28A plus 40B plus 52O is equal to 400. Now, if we add these two, 51, so this is equation 3, equation 4. If we add 3 and 4, 79A plus 79B plus 79O will be equal to 790. Divide by 79, A plus B plus O will come out to 10. So the cost of one apple, one banana plus one orange put together is 10 rupees. Again, finding the coefficients to or constant value to multiply and subtract or add may take time or more than one try, and therefore I'm saying moderate level of difficulty. Attempt time could go up to 2 to 2.5 minutes. How many ordered pairs A and K are there for which the system equations 3x plus ay is equal to k and ax plus 2y is equal to 14 will have infinite solutions happen when a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2 is equal to c1 upon c2. In this case, a1 is 3, a2 is a, b1 is a, b2 is 12. a1, a2, b1, b2. So this gives us a square is equal to 36. A could be plus minus 6. This has to be equal to k upon 48. Now when a is 6, we will have 6 by 12 is equal to k by 48 to 24. So k will come out to 24. When a is equal to minus 6, we will have minus 6 upon 12 is equal to k by 24. 6 2s are 12. This is 48, not 24. So 24. And therefore, k will come out to minus 24. So two solutions are there, 6, 24 or minus 6, minus 24. In both the cases, we will have infinite solutions. Now, this is an easy question, simple property, simple numbers to solve. So not more than a minute and a half to solve the question. Champak takes a test called RAT, which comprises 28 questions. In RAT, 3 marks are awarded for each correct response. 1 mark is deducted for each incorrect response. Suppose the correct responses are C, incorrect responses are I, and there are no marks for unattempted questions. Suppose unattempted questions is U. If he scores more than 22 marks in RAT, he scores more than 22 marks in RAT. What is the maximum possible number of incorrect responses he could have marked? Now, if you look at 22 responses, or for a score of 22, correct plus incorrect plus unattempted have to be 28. So, the marks are 3 marks are awarded for correct response, 1 mark is deducted for incorrect response. U is 0, so does not matter. 3C minus U will be greater than 22. Suppose if we keep this at 22, we'll get adding equation 1 and 2, 4C plus U. 4C plus U will be equal to 50. We have to maximize incorrect responses. Maximum C here can be 12. U will be 2 in this case. 12 correct responses, 2 incorrect responses means 2 unattempted means 14 incorrect responses. So 36 minus 14 becomes 22. We want to increase the number of incorrect questions. So what we do is, out of these 2 unattempted, we make one answer correct. So this becomes 13 and we make this one of the answers wrong. And therefore, if you have 13 correct responses and 15 incorrect responses, in this case, the score will be 39 minus 15, which will be 24. That is the only possibility of the score being 22 with maximum incorrect responses. Hence, 15 becomes the answer. I think this would be a moderate level of difficulty question because the constraint is a little difficult and the score is not exact. It says more than 22. So we'll have to make cases and check. Therefore, moderate 2 to 2.5 minutes to solve. Ours is a big family. I have thrice as many brothers and sisters, while my sister Bharti has 4 times as many brothers as sisters. How many children do my parents have? Thrice as many brothers as sisters. Okay. Now, this I, if this I was a girl, Bharti and this person will have the same number of brothers and sisters. If suppose there are 4 girls and 3 boys, I take Bharti. Bharti will have 3 brothers and 3 sisters. If I take any other girl, say Divya will also have 3 brothers and 3 sisters. Since the number of brothers and sisters is changing, that is, I have thrice as many brothers and sisters. My sister has 4 times as many brothers as sisters. That means this person is a boy or a male. Now, if this person has X sisters, he will have 3X brothers. The total number of children will not be X and 3X. The number of female uh, or the girls is X. The number of males will be 3X plus 1. This is one person who's actually talking about the brothers and sisters. If you look at Bharti, Bharti is one of these X. So Bharti will have X minus 1 sisters and all of these 3X plus 1 brothers for Bharti. According to the information, the number of brothers is 4 times the number of sisters for Bharti. So if you multiply this by 4, this should be equal. 4x minus 4 is equal to 3x plus 1, which means x is equal to 5. So the number of sisters is, or the women, girl child is 5, and the number of boy child or boy children will be 5. 5 to 15 plus 16. So there are a total of 21 children for the parents. Big family. So when we look at, suppose if this person is named Rahul, apart from 16, there are 15 boys and Rahul. So Rahul will have 15 boys and 5 sisters. If you look at Bharati, apart from Bharati, there are 4 sisters and 16 brothers. So the ratio will be 1:4. Again, I think tricky question. -1 and +1 can get a bit confusing. We might also end up with cases where you're not able to identify that the person speaking is a boy, which might create confusion and therefore moderate level of difficulty. But once you get the question rolling, and it is not very difficult to solve. Maybe 2 to 2.5 minutes to get the answer. An airline has a certain free luggage allowance and charges for excess luggage at a fixed rate per kg. Two passengers, Raja and Praja, have 60 kgs of luggage between them. They are charged 1200. So if I talk of Raja, there will be some free luggage plus some luggage which will be charged. Suppose it is C. For Praja, again the amount of free luggage will be there. Raja is charged 1200, Praja is charged 2400. So we can say that the charged luggage with Praja is double that of Raja. So he will have 2C as the charged luggage or the excess luggage. Had the entire luggage belonged to one person. So if one person went with all of this luggage, F plus C plus 2C, the free luggage for him will be only F, and he'll have to pay for everything else. C costs 1200 rupees, 2C costs 2400 rupees. But in this case, the cost is coming out to 5400 rupees. Therefore, we can say the cost for the free luggage is 5400 minus 1200 minus 2400. If one person is bringing all of this luggage, this F will not be free for him. Only the first F will be free. So F costs 1800 rupees. Since the thing is proportional, we know that 1800 upon 12 is 1.5. So if we look at the luggage here, we can say if Raja has X kgs of luggage that is charged, 1.5x is free because this costs 1200 rupees, this is costing 1800 rupees, 1.5 times. For Praja, this will remain 1.5x and Praja's cost is double, so the luggage will be 2x. According to the question, 1.5x plus x plus 1.5x plus 2x is the total luggage with them, which is 60 kgs. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 6x is equal to 60, x is equal to 10. So the free luggage is 15 kgs. Raja is carrying excess 10. Praja has 15 kgs free and excess 20. What is the weight of Praja's luggage? 20 plus 15, 35. Again, moderate level of difficulty question. It's a previous CAT question. You would have come across such questions while practicing. A question like this could take up somewhere about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Then there is a follow-up question, question number 9. I'm not removing the calculation, just the answer part. It says, what is the free luggage allowance? This we've already calculated as 15 kg. Option B becomes the answer. No extra calculation required here. Therefore, attempt time for this will be almost 0. Overall, for both the questions together, maybe 3.5 to 4 minutes is good enough. Obviously, the calculation happens at one place, and then we're just marking the second option or the second answer for the second question. We're just marking. The price of Darjeeling tea in rupees is 100 plus 0.1 N on the nth day of 2007. and then remains constant. On the other hand, the price of OTT is 89 plus 0.15 N on the nth day. On which date will the prices be equal? So the price of Darjeeling tea increases for 100 days and then is constant. Suppose if we directly put 100 plus 0.1 N being equal to 89 plus 0.15 N. From here, if we solve, we'll get 100 minus 11 is equal to 0.05 N. Multiplying by 20, N comes out to 220. But for Darjeeling tea, N will not go up to 220. So that means we have a stage where N has already reached 100. So the price of Darjeeling tea will be constant at 100 plus 0.1 into 100. We have, and this should be equal to the cost of OTT, which keeps on increasing on a daily basis. So this will become 110 is equal to 89 plus 0.15 N. 0.15 N therefore will be 110 minus 89, which is 21. So N will be 2100 upon 15. 7s are 3s are 3 7s are 3 5s are. This becomes 20, 100 into 20. So N is 140. On the 140th day, the prices will be equal. Since it is 2007, so it is not a leap year, we can say January has 31 days, February has 28, March has 31, April has 30. If we add these 8, 9, 10, 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 120 days are gone. We're looking for 140 days. So the next 20 days, that is 20th of May, will be the 140th day. And at this point, the price will be same. So option B becomes the answer. I think there is always a chance of making a mistake with this N here, missing out on the 100. Also, once we get the value, reaching the number of day might be a little tricky, and therefore moderate level of difficulty, about 2 to 2.5 minutes to solve. If you look at the overall test, just about moderate level of difficulty, the time is important that you're able to get to 7 questions for yourself in and around the 20-minute time. If I had to choose 7 questions, which would those be for me? 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Which are these? I'm not counting this question because it is easy to just add 57 and mark the question. Tricky question, not counting this. This, I think we've done enough questions on this line by now. So I'm counting this question. This was an easy question for me, just 50%, double the 12, and that is the answer. This question, getting the coefficients might be difficult, not counting this. This was one of the easier questions in the test. Again, have done questions like this, enough questions like this by now. Though the catch of more than 22 makes it a little difficult, but still compared to the others, I might have attempted this. This, I think, was not a very difficult question, should have been attempted. This, again, is a question that we've already done. 10th, I'm not counting as is that a sure shot question, because first of all, there is a possibility that the first step we get N 220 and start solving, that might be an issue. And then once we get the day, getting the exact date might also be a bit of a challenge, and therefore not counting this. So for me, my 7 questions would be 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.